I think there's a reason why many Buddhas, when they become Buddhas, they don't want to teach. Because to teach the truth is something that most people cannot accept. When people are used to certain views, certain beliefs, you try to change their belief, they get angry. Why they get angry? Because a lot of people have very strong defilements. These are called nivranas, hindrances. There are 5 things that most people have. Sensual desire, anger or ill will, sloth and torpor, restlessness and worry, and doubt. These 5 things cover us so that we don't see things clearly. Only when we meditate and we get concentration, that these hindrances are suppressed. And in the case of if you attain jhanas, then they are abandoned. So, when you try to teach something new to somebody, you usually get into trouble. They'll get angry and they might abuse you, revile you, persecute you, and sometimes even kill. If you look in the history of mankind, this is quite evident. You see, like when people sometimes things that appear like to be obviously true, is not true, Like many hundreds of years ago, people believe that the sun went round the earth because it seems so obvious. In the morning you see the sun come up in the east, yes or not? It goes one round, settle in the west, and must have gone underneath, and then come up again, yes or not? And everybody thought like that. So especially last time the Christians, they believe that God created the world and created human beings. And human beings are so important, everything must go around the human beings. Human beings cannot go around the sun. The sun is not important, human beings are important because God made us. So when people like Galileo, he investigated, and Copernicus, and then he said that actually the earth goes around the sun. When he said this kind of thing, people got angry. How can you say this? And then they threw him in jail. Threw him in jail, not so bad. Later they released him. There were other people who said different things from what people believe, and then they were burned at the stakes. And then like Jesus Christ, he was killed. Just for trying to teach people to be good, also he get killed. So you see, people are so difficult to teach because they are so strong defilements. I mean, when you say something different from them, instead of just listening, if you don't accept, just let it go in one ear, come out the other ear. Why get angry? These people get very angry very easily. So, very dangerous. You try to help people, try to teach them something new. Especially the Dhamma is very hard to understand. So even you try to teach the Dhamma to people, most people cannot understand. That's why most Buddhas, after they become enlightened, they look, with their psychic ability, they look around, they find human beings, they don't want to listen to the Dhamma. That's why even our Sakyamuni Buddha, after he was enlightened, he looked around, then he realized that human beings don't want to follow the Dhamma. Even if they listen, they don't want to practice. So he decided not to teach. And then Brahma Sahampati, the Deva, came and appealed to him 3 times to teach the Dhamma. He said, for the sake of the few, teach the Dhamma. Then the Buddha, out of compassion, he taught the Dhamma. He knew that there will be a lot of obstacles, because when you teach something different, people will scold him and all that. And you can be found in the sutta. So that there's one sutta where the Buddha said, I do not quarrel with the world, but the world quarrels with me. The Buddha said, he who speaks Dhamma does not quarrel with the world. So from this kind of words, you can imagine the Buddha must have a hard time. So I don't know whether I have explained enough on this point. And then if you all have other questions, we can talk about it.